you. I know you're.
Oh, okay. Oh no, you're fine. Do you have extra cigarette by any chance? Does
just
anyone?
bum this one, and everybody around this bitch is rude today.
Oh my God. You know,
Yeah.
I'm just experiencing it. I'm like, where the hell is the closest 7-Eleven?
Do you have a cigarette? I mean, a fucking lighter?
Yeah, I do have that.
Thank you. You staying out?
No, these people. I'm just here for business, and I need a freaking. I need a 7-Eleven.
Oh, where is the closest 7-Eleven?
I just go downtown this way.
Yeah,
this way. I thought I had a
everything's
lighter.
on 16th Street. It's alright. The 7-Eleven that's closest though.
Thank you so much.
Everything's on 16th.
This is.
I'm pretty sure there's one around here though. I'm sorry.
I know there's one all the way downtown. I just got sidetracked because they're like saying go here, go there, and it's like if you don't know what you're talking about, just say you don't know instead of assume.
Yeah. Like we never been
When I go through the security, I'm so sorry. I thought I had a lighter. It's always something. Do you have a lighter, sir?
Thank you.
He has one. All right, y'all. You two have a lovely day.
I appreciate it.
You go this way, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm back. See? Oh my God. Oh my God.
You're gonna get there. Thank you.
Hello people, I'm standing outside of the detention center. He's got a 1 o'clock court time, so we gotta wait for it, of course. I don't know where everybody else went though. I was hoping to catch up with them and to get the probable cause statement to read to you guys. Yeah, I think they are refusing the welfare checks. Somebody had called in yesterday on a welfare check and they refused it then. And Brian Loma tried to do a welfare check here. I went inside. I went looking in for him. I looked in the courtrooms to make sure nothing was going on in there in case they tried sneaking him through. Because they did that to Robert Chase to avoid the entourage. So I went up there to make sure there wasn't people up there. Yeah, they've been refusing the welfare checks. I don't know what the laws or rules are on that. It's a 1 o'clock time for the court, so of course I can't record in there, so I figured I'd update you guys a little bit. I went to Adams County courthouse this morning where Eric had court, and fortunately he does have an attorney that was representing him for that. So the attorney went up and talked with the judge at the podium there and all that, and the prosecutor, and they came to an agreement of no warrant and a continuance. No, I didn't find out that one. That's why I was hoping to get the probable cause. So, I did not find that one out yet. But we will. He's still in the detention center, so we don't know anything else on this. But at least on his Adams County case, no warrant, and it was pushed out 6 months till November. So well, we're waiting to see about the bond for here, what's going to go on here. So at 1 o'clock, well, it's going to be probably a little bit after 1 o'clock, he'll be in front of the judge and we'll know what's going on here. So I should have brought my tripod with me, but they probably wouldn't have liked that, me carrying that around in the courtroom, in the courthouse. They probably would have said it's a weapon or something. You know how that goes. So, but yeah, I was hoping to catch up with the others. I was hoping that they were already here waiting out front and protesting out there on the street where they were earlier. But they're nowhere in sight. No, I don't need to contact David Lane. He's going to be represented today. There'll be an attorney in there with him. So I don't know anything on the warrant yet. Like I said, I wanted to catch up with the other guys to find the probable cause record on that and find out if they had gotten a copy of that, which I believe they did, and was going to read it off. So I'm still using Streamlabs today because even though I complained to YouTube last night about no strikes at all against me, it's still making me not be able to use the YouTube app. So I'm sorry about the sound again today. I'm saving for a new phone to fix that problem so that if I have to use Streamlabs in the future, that you know, the sound won't be an issue. It's the older phone that's the problem. No, that wasn't a trial for that, Texas Andy. That was a review of something, an appeal. So it had nothing to do with a trial. Yeah, YouTube doesn't like us. So yeah, it's telling me that I have a issue with guidelines or something, but I have no guideline strikes at all, and I have no privacy strikes at all. So they screwed it up on me, probably intentionally. I can go over there to the police station again and check the front of it for signs to see if it says if photography is allowed or not allowed. I'm guessing there is nothing on the sign because we've been in there before. Yeah, they stingrayed me in there. I don't know if you guys paid attention to that video from yesterday when I was talking to that police officer and I had him directly on the camera. He looked at it, he looked to his right and pointed at my phone. I didn't check to see how long after that my stream went down, but it wasn't that long, probably less than a minute. They definitely stingrayed me and jammed my signal when I was in there to disrupt my stream. So if you look for it, I'm going to download my live stream and edit and take that little section and make a separate video on that alone. So, and I was still holding my phone up at the time because I didn't see my stream go down. That's when he told me to stop recording or leave. They weren't sure if I was live streaming or if I was actually just recording. So since the police station's right over here and I got some time, I'm gonna walk over and check that front door and the entranceway for anything on the door. I'm betting there's nothing there. I should file a complaint on Garcia. That's who the cop was behind that glass. If there's nothing on the door stating what he said. That was pretty funny though when he told me it was a private government building. It's like the police station's a private government building now. That was an administration building. Yes, it's illegal to disrupt the signal, but you have to be able to prove it. I don't have the equipment to prove that they jammed the signal on me. Well, if you guys know the story about Stingray and the uses of it, there's many places they don't even bother to get a warrant to use it. The software, I've read up on that software, and majority of the time that software does not work. I read a whole article on it. I was gonna do a clip on that too, about what they say about that software being able to bypass it real easily to not even be detected that they're using it. So the software stuff doesn't really work. Hardware, on the other hand, would be able to tell something, maybe. I mean, it's kind of hard to say because it mimics a cell phone tower signal for them to use it, so it connects to them because it's closer and it's got a stronger signal. And if they did it right, you wouldn't even detect that they did it to you. So they're the middleman at that point, and they're snooping into your phone at that point. But the guy that it was used on first, well, I can't say it was used on him first, but the guy that figured it out did an article. And, well, he tried to get attorneys involved in it, the ACLU and whatnot, and he couldn't get anybody to take up, you know, this fight. It's like, you know, the government's spying on me, and they're like, you're just paranoid. Well, we've been through that shit before, haven't we? They were actually doing it, and he proved it. And that's how the story of the Stingray got out. So Harris Company manufactured it, and anybody that bought it, they had them sign a DNR, I think, or no, it's not DNR, it's you know, the forms where you can't disclose anything, non-disclosure, NDR or NDA, whatever the hell it is. So non-disclosure. So there was a lot of shit that they signed off saying that they can't say what their stuff does in court. In other words, they were willing to perjure themselves over keeping it secret. So a Stingray can act as a jammer on specific phones. It can act as a spy device on them, knowing your location. I mean, they get the information off of your phone when they do it. And the guys that investigated it made their own Stingray type device and was able to bypass all of the software that you guys are talking about. or at least one of you I was talking about, that's available to detect a stingray, they say. So, no weapons. So, we know that no weapons are allowed. And we know their hours of operation. And we know that no smoking is allowed. And don't be the dealer. So, they want to be the dealer, just them. And then we're going to see if there's any other signs here. Visitors are subject to arrest. How about that? Alright. They're screened. They're screened. And there is absolutely nothing here about recording. So I will be filing a complaint on Garcia in there. So I'm not going to go in right now though. I don't want him to kill my stream. I need to look at the video and see if I caught his badge number. So if I caught his badge number, I am gonna file an official complaint on him for that. Yeah. Well, you got my middle finger when I left. I just wish it had been recorded for that one. Because,
How can I help you?
excuse me?
How can I help you?
I didn't ask for any help.
I'm offering, just wondering what's going on.
Going
I
on
get
with...
concerned when people start filming, okay, with all the threats and everything to
Oh,
police department and
Really?
everything else.
yeah.
So we just get a little
See, I was in
concerned.
here yesterday, and the officer behind the glass told me I couldn't record in there.
Yeah, that's true, because we got potential suspects and victims in the
No, that isn't true. It doesn't say anything on your door about
Okay.
that. It is a
Explain
public
that.
lobby.
Okay.
It is a public lobby.
Yeah, but
It is not a secured area. Your secured area, you go through where you have to go through
We're not going to
checkpoints.
discuss this anymore. We just asked you politely. You're out here, that's fine.
Hey, I didn't come to you guys. You
Okay.
came to me.
Yeah, what's your badge number, Robertson?
8284.
Thank you, sir.
What a crap load.
I can only imagine
shit.
if you were actually by yourself.
Yeah. See, you don't even have to go in their damn building and they're coming out here. So there's no signs. It's a public lobby in there. And they still come out and harass you. And they say, oh, there's victims. This is the police administration building, mind you. This isn't the actual police station. They don't take, I don't believe they take in people here
No, no.
for that are under arrest. So this is, their administration building. So the guy's full of shit. Oh, there's victims, and it's like, yeah, we're all victims to them. So, let's catch their tyranny on camera. Yeah, I didn't ask him for help. So, all right, we're gonna walk back over to the courthouse over here. It's now 12:38, so his lawyer should have already arrived and probably went in to make sure that they weren't gonna rush him through early like they did with Robert to avoid the entourage.
Liberty, Pikes, and Kennedy are all there right now.
I was looking for him earlier.
Yeah, it
Couldn't
missed
find
me
him.
on your chat. I was telling you we're on our way. Yeah. But I'll
Yeah,
be back
it's
when
hard.
we're
It's
running there.
really hard to read
Yeah.
in the sunlight like this.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Did they get the probable cause statement?
They did. We were reading it earlier.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So, all right. She's saying that they're in the hearing room.
Yeah, they're over there. They got it.
They're in the hearing room right now.
Yeah.
They just texted me.
Okay.
So I'll get a hold of the probable cause statement to read off to you guys from them. I won't be able to get it if if they're inside, because I won't be able to, well, I can live stream part of it in there, I guess. I've been in there live streaming too. But fucking cop, you need any help? It's like, yeah, if I needed help, I think I would have walked inside that place and said, help me, right? If I was going through the other one, Lady Zaga, can you put up my PayPal, please? Oh, that was one of the other guys. I'm not sure if he does a lot of audits yet, so I didn't put him on the screen. But he was with Liberty and them guys, and came over here because he figured out where I was. So he was keeping an eye on me as backup, and I didn't know it at first until I spotted him, and he nodded at me. But if I was still using the YouTube app, it would have put it up in the description part. But I'm back to Streamlabs until they allow me to use the app again. So, what can I say? Alright. Yeah, thank you, Lady Zaga. Yeah, I'll go this way first. So we'll get some live streaming in. Yeah, we're working on getting Eric freed. Alright. Over to be this way. Alright, back to the Injustice Center we go. So I knew those guys would show up soon, but I did want to check that. We hope that he's released today. Now here's a scenario that is more likely going to happen. Unfortunately, they're going to set bond. The bond will get posted, but they can't release him because that ankle bracelet battery died while he was in jail overnight. That battery does not last that long. So what will happen at that point is they'll transfer him to Jeffco, and Jeffco will hold him until Monday, until the people can handle the ankle bracelet again. So it's double fucked for him. That damn ankle bracelet is a pain in the ass for him. I'm getting all kinds of texts. I don't even see them coming up though. Yes, I went this morning, Noli. I did an update on that when I first got on, Noli. So he was represented by a public defender up in Adams County, and he let the court know that Eric was in jail. That's why he wasn't there. And he was allowed to do a continuance on it, and they moved it out 6 months, and no warrant on him for not appearing because, you know, he's in jail on no bond. Have I had an ankle bracelet before? No, I haven't. So I gotta go back through the checkpoint over here. Everybody's sitting up there, I'm sure, in the hearing room. That's where I was told by text, is they're up there in the hearing room waiting. they don't want to miss it this time. It's like I didn't want to miss it. That's why I showed up early. So I'm going to set my camera like I'm not recording in my hand and carry you in, see if I can get a hold of that probable cause statement to read off to you guys. So I got all kinds of texts going off though. So alright guys, let's go for a ride through security. I'm good, how are you? Getting close to that time.
Yes. Actually, if you want to walk through with that, I'm here by myself, so I'll listen. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Listed. Can you guys? Who's got the PC? Who's got the PC? Alright. Okay. Alright, we'll put that right there by the window. And hopefully, thank you. Can you guys see me now? Are we good, guys? Can you see me? Okay. Alright. This summons complaint. Let's see here. Let's find the date. Was the 28th. So this was signed on the 28th. And the defendant was served a copy of this summons and complaint in the manner prescribed by law on the 30th. So it was 2 days prior that this was made out. So It says, investigation disclosed between 5:24 and 5:28, the victim, Carol Howell Ginth, received 20 to 50 harassing phone calls at the St. James Catholic School located at 1250 North Newport Street in the city and county of Denver. She received phone calls to her work and personal phones. The phone calls and messages were of obscene and offensive language. She identified the caller as Eric Brandt. She identified him as the same man who was standing outside the school on the 24th at approximately 2:45 p.m. yelling and screaming at her while, and then it cuts off. I don't know why it cuts off. If there's a second page to this is missing. So, anyways, there's missing stuff on here because the statement cuts off. So this was made out at the 28th at 11:45, and if you notice here on the arrest warrant, it says has at least 3 pending cases. So they're putting information on here that, really shouldn't matter, but obviously they thought it did. So, adult placing said person in Denver Detention Center Jail for safekeeping until further order of the court is what it said. So, name of the arrested and all that. So, they say it's for safekeeping. You guys see that? I don't believe that to be true. But, let's see here. So, this doesn't... Alright. Here's the thing where they did that, okay? 3894 unlawful acts in or about schools, colleges, or universities. So it is a 3894. So I don't know why they listed it as a different one, as the 103.4.4.1, when they could have just used 3894. But they also got here the 3891 and the 3889 of disturbing the peace. So, let's see here. See if there's any more information on here. He's to appear on 7/1/19. It's funny, it says at 8 a.m. because it's pre-printed, I guess. So, this is only the summons and complaint warrant. This isn't really the probable cause statement. The true probable cause statement, because they would have to investigate and do this part, and it'd have to be complete. So, anyways, we have all that, and I can't make out the judge's name. They're not made to print out their names apparently, so that you knew who signed it for a arrest warrant. So there's the signature for it. So I don't know what the judge is. I suppose you could find it by comparing that, the commission. But that's Samuel Koss. I can't even make out his name. It's funny, they make us not only print our name and then sign it with a signature. They don't do that for these guys, Here's the officer, and it's all, in cursive. So, that's the way it is. So we have an incomplete statement. It ends in while. So I have no idea what the rest of it is. So we'll work on getting the rest of that. Here you go, Liberty. Thank you, sir. That's the only thing they gave you, huh? Or her?
Yeah, that's all they do.
That's all they gave her, guys. Yeah, incomplete, dismissed. Yeah, we wish it worked that way, but obviously there's more to it they're withholding.
What is it they put down there that has at least 3
Yes.
pending cases?
Yep. So we have 3 pending cases. They thought it was pertinent to put it on the warrant for whatever reason.
And this is the same judge.
As for page 2. Yep. Where's page 2? Damn it. You guys are famous for leaving out page 2.
Well, I'm uploading a video about that today, so
There-
you guys can see they threw me out.
Yeah, I know. I saw part of that this morning when I checked where you guys were. But no, these guys were making a joke because that ends with while, and it's like, where's page 2? It's like, yeah, that's Denver's getting famous for that. Where is page 2? So, yeah.
Where is page 2?
Here, show them that. Did you see that yet? So, alright guys, it is 12:57, which means they're going to get rolling here fairly soon where they're going to bring them up and start their rigmarole of running them through. So, I am going to go ahead and end the stream, and we'll update you guys after. We'll know here shortly. Clash in Canada. So that's what this court is about right here. So you'll probably get a bond, and it'll probably get posted, but they'll probably ship them off to Jeffco because the ankle bracelet's dead and keep them till Monday. That's what I'm guessing. I can't bet on that. It just depends on that ankle bracelet if the battery held up, which I really, really doubt. So I don't know that it died yet. We'll find out. I'm pretty sure it did. I don't think it'll last longer than 24 hours. Yeah, we'll be live streaming after the court. Okay. All right, guys. You guys can continue the conversation when I end this. But I have no more information, so I'm going to go in and watch and find out what we can on it.